Hi, my name is Zikra. Like what you see, give me a
like and subscribe.
hi, guys. So let's start making some bird journals. I have this cardstock that I found in my local craft store. It's called Woodland Stories. So Little Birdie, I think that's the brand. Let's have a look at this, shall we? Okay. So it says that it has 12 sheets, and it includes one sheet of pre-punched doilies. I think this is what they're talking about. One fussy cut sheet, that's this one, I guess, and one sheet of journaling cards. These ones, I guess. So just let's put this aside. How pretty are these colors? I'm just going to show you the cardstock, and then we can go on from there. How pretty is this picture? Oh, a lot of birds on this one. These are the doilies. The journal cards. The fussy cutting, and more of the cardstock. Beautiful. Cute. This one's really cute. This one's got a feather pattern. And the last one, same print with orange. Right. So what I actually had in mind was I had pre-made these covers, a bunch of take that thread away. Okay. And it has this feather pattern, and I previously had these signatures in with the floral pattern, but I figured that since I have this beautiful cardstock, it's more suitable for this. And I also have 3 more, so I will probably do just one on camera and then these 3 off camera. I will go ahead and remove these signatures that I've already sewn in. We will decorate this together, and I will divide these cardstocks as well among the 4 journals, and maybe I will show off on video. Maybe I will record all 4, but let's just see how it goes. Yeah, for right now, this is the cover, and I haven't decided what I am going to do in the middle. If you didn't know, this is kind of my signature thing where I like to do a shadow box journal, so everything looks 3D. So let's just put this aside for now, and then let's focus on the cardstock. I may add more cardstock from my stash as well. So let me just select those, and then maybe I will cut them to size as well, and I'll show you what I've got. So these are 2 that I've chosen for this one. So I'm going to have a single signature, just one signature in this journal, because I think this one is a 1-inch spine. So I'm just going to do one signature, but I will have 2 of these cardstocks. So this is what we will be working with on camera. So just put that aside, and I'll just show you the other 2 that I've chosen for the other journals. These are the 2. That's one set. This is the other set. And the last one has these has these two patterns. Let's get started, shall we? Okay, now I'm just going to measure how tall I need these cardstock. So the journal cover measures 8 inches. So I am going to cut them to size. Maybe just a tad bit shorter. So if that's, maybe I'll take it down to 7 3/4. Now you have to bear in mind on which side the pattern goes, and this one doesn't particularly have upside or downside. So I think I can go ahead and score this at the markings, and I'm just going to use my scissor to score. Again, making sure that, yeah. Right. So then, once I fold that, I now have a pocket. So again, I'm going to just use my finger to press it down. And I'm just going to burnish it again with the back of my scissor. Like that. I open it up again. Right. So that way, now we have a perfect that's the cardstock. I think this will be the beginning or the middle, I'm not sure. Let's go ahead and do the second cardstock now. Now this one has a pattern, but the birds are kind of going in all kinds of direction, so I don't think that truly matters either. But let's see. I am going to measure this at 7 3/4, but I am going to cut it out. I'm not going to leave this pocket type. I am going to cut it out. So let me measure that again. So 7 3/4. And at the top as well. And I'm just going to use my pen knife and my metal roller and my board. Just going to add that. So now we have this extra piece as well. Save that. And now we have this piece. Again, making sure the they line up well before I fold, because this is quite thick, as you can see. And I'm going to varnish it. Right. So I think this will be the middle of the signature, and this will be the beginning of the signature. So that's how they'll open up. Okay, I've got all my pieces folded now, and as you can see, I've got a variety of papers, a few tea-dyed papers, coloring page, A4 cardstock as well, A4 sheet colored ones. I've also got another cardstock going on there, more tea-dyed paper, more tea-dyed paper. And I also added this tool-like thing. I like to add this into my journals. If you like, you can add vellum or anything that's see-through. I really like adding this. So I've also got wrapping paper. So let me just put this into a signature, and then I'll show you exactly. So I have about 20 pages in here. As you can see, this is where our first page starts, but this is there's a bit of a hangover. On this side I could trim it, but there are a few pieces that I would remove, but this height has to be trimmed off. I've just gone ahead and taken out these pieces, because when I add them back I can trim it off later. I think this one I cut it 2 size. If it's not, I can trim it again, that's no issue. And this one's also a bit shorter, so I just removed these 3 because they're already a bit shorter. But these are really tall, so I'm just going to make sure they all line up very well. It helps to open up the journal like this and make sure they're all together like that. Right. And I'm going to take my time and do this very slowly. You don't have to be in a hurry. It helps if your blade is extremely sharp. And you can have a few passes. And there we have it. That's nice and clean on the top. Did you see? That's nice and clean now. And I'm also going to trim off the side now. And I'm going to do the same thing. And there we go. So now I have gone ahead and trimmed off the top and the bottom, and I've added this tool-like material. And as I have there's about 20 pages here. So what I've done is I've added two tea dyed papers in between, and I've added this doily in between them. So I'm just going to find them, and every second tea dyed paper I'm going to pull out and then punch with this flower punch. So let me do that. I'm just going to do them like this. So every time I take out a page, I'm just going to leave the rest of them sticking out like this, so I know exactly where they go. I'm just going to put both the I'm just going to leave it folded like this, and then yeah, I'm just going to punch. I'm going to do 3 punches. If you have a border punch, you can use that. I had my border punch broke, so until I can buy a new one, I will use what I have. So this is what it will look like. How pretty is that? I think the birds and the flowers and the butterflies, they all go with the same theme. So that's what I'm trying to do. So I'm going to punch out every second tea dye paper like this. You can do the entire thing if you want, but I'm just going to stick to the 3. I'm going to put that back. So see how pretty that looks? Right. So I'm just going to go through again, and I'm going to look for the tea dyed paper, and as you can see, that's the second tea dye paper again. Push the rest of it pages up, and I'm going to punch. And this time I think I'm going to punch at the top. It's a bit fiddly. Don't rush this. Just, you need a lot of strength though for these kind of punches. Okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and do all of that. I've got this stamp set of butterflies. I think this is what it says. It says see our website at www.paperwishes.com. So maybe you can go check that out. Right. So it says 2014. So this stamp set is from 2014. Okay. So I'm going to pick a butterfly stamp, maybe this one. I'm not sure if I've ever used that, but yeah, I'm just remove that and get my acrylic block out. And just like I had done every second page of the punch, I'm going to do it. I'm going to take the first tea dyed paper and then stencil this butterfly like so. I'm thinking maybe the other butterfly actually. Maybe this one. I like using this butterfly a lot actually. So let's go with this one. Right. And I'm going to take maybe I'll use the ink. So this is the Distress Ink Vintage Photo by Tim Holtz. I'm just going to let me just take a scrap paper first to see if this prints well. I'm glad I tested that out first. Better. Somehow the middle's not touching and I don't know why. Maybe the print isn't on here properly. Let me try that again. Because everything else seems to be printing except that middle part. Much better. Okay, so maybe I need to squeeze it in properly. Okay. Much better. That's so much better. And that's such a pretty paper now. Okay, so I'm just going to remove the first pages again. And I'm going to lay it flat like this. Not bad. And I'm going to do it at the top here. Okay, like that. Maybe I will choose a different stamp for that one. Let's keep one of them, one set. Let's go to the other one. Okay. Okay, lay it out flat. Go. And at the bottom, beautiful. And at the top. Almost looks like a mehendi design. What we put on our hands. let's choose another stamp for the other two. Let's put this one in. And maybe we can go with this stamp down here. I love this stamp as well. I love this entire stamp set actually. Okay, so let's pick out the second. Lay it out flat. Hopefully this one will catch properly. I'm gonna go this way actually. Okay. Beautiful. Gorgeous. Look at that. Love it. So I think now that we've done the stamping and the punching, I could do more, but I think I'm going to go ahead and sew it into the signature. As you can see, I've got the holes from the previous signature that I had in here. I will go ahead and sew this in, and I'll do the other three journals as well, and I'll just show you where we're at. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video, guys. Bye.